Hey, it's Alze Calhoun with Coveted Consultant. In this video, we're going to talk about training your intuition. And I realize that may not sound obvious or make immediate sense, but I promise hang in here, it will make sense to you. So we're going to use sales, how to sell, selling, as the context for understanding your intuition. First, we got to look at the wall though. So we talk about you begin working a job. This is where you get your core set of skills, your core set of experiences, your core network. You step out to become a consultant and you lean on your job skills, your job network, your job experience to get a few clients and kind of get the business started with its first momentum. Nothing wrong with that. At some point, you decide that you want to be a little bit bigger. You want things to be a bit more stable. You want to hire some help. You want a little more structure, and you look to create a company, right? Okay, but you find that it was easy to go from job to consultant, but it's hard to go from consultant to company, and that's that wall we talk about. All that stuff that makes it really hard in this transition. And one of the things is your intuition. So when you were selling to people in this category, right, that job consultant part of your career, in this category, people knew you knew them. And there was typically a backstory that was already present, some history that was already present between you and the person you are talking to. So in that backstory, you know how things work. You know them, they knew you met them at a thing, y'all been talking for a while, let's do a project. Simple enough, right? Intuition. You already have a sense of how this is supposed to go. But here's what happens when you actually build this company. When you start looking for bigger and better clientele, when you begin to look for more consistent clientele, that's not based on your networking or referrals, but based on very specific marketing efforts. These are different types of conversation. And your intuition, the intuition that you used here, that natural flow that you had here, doesn't seem to flow as natural over here. It's not as smooth, not as elegant, not as easy. What gives? The basic point here is that these are two different types of conversations. And where you've been trained and had experience and you're comfortable selling in this environment, you're not as comfortable, not as trained, not as experienced. That natural intuition isn't as present in this conversation. Can you get this intuition? Absolutely. But the first thing you have to appreciate is that these two things are very different. And using this intuition in this context is uncomfortable for all involved.